Welcome 2021, goodbye, good riddance 2020 live stream from Kojak's Live Saturday night, and any other words you want to insert in there. Today we have a special guest in the booth for about, well, and just until his table's ready. Just until his table is ready, Mr. Paulo is going to join us.
What up, guys?
And give you a quick little glimpse of our, made for radio faces. This is myself and Mr. Paulo right here. We'll be bringing you live from Kojak's. We've got a pretty action-packed table tonight. We will be playing 5 on the button, no-limit hold 'em. So Miss Crystal's out there. She's got the cards on the table ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll flip you back over so you can see what they see. We'll be getting started in about 40 seconds. So there it goes, the first mix-up of 2021. Got some new faces on the table today. Looks like we've got, as always, Mr. Frankie sitting in seat 1. Mr. Billy sitting in seat 2. I'm not sure who's in seat 3 yet. Let me flip up top and see if I can get all the views. We've got Dante sitting in seat 4. We've got Cory Smith sitting in seat 3. Dante seat 4. Looks like we've got Mr. Pham sitting in seat 5. Joni Grady sitting in seat 6. The ever infamous Basil sitting in seat 7. Moses sitting in seat 8. And sitting in seat number 9, Mr. Ricky Pierce. And as she cuts the cards for the first go of the night, here we go. We're playing 5 on the button hold'em. It's not like other casinos and no limit card rooms. We have no small blind, no big blind, just a $5 one blind on the button. Most people think that the action is not going to get started fast, but in all actuality, Paulo, you play all over the world. What do you think of 5 on the button compared to like 1, 2, 1, 3?
Oh yeah, there's definitely no shortage of action.
I know last night we had, there was probably about 25,000 on the table last night, and opening raise was about $95 on minimum every hand. So here we go, Big Taco's going to start the action. Looks like, well actually, sorry about that, he's not going to start the action, he's on the button. So usually the first hand we have just a calibration issue, and she already spun by us, so it was heads up with Mr. Frankie. He goes by Who. His name is Who Fan. He's going to pull the first pot in his live stream debut. Pair of aces, going to pull it in from Mr. Frankie. Not sure what that guy's thinking playing 9-7 offsuit on the button. Besides, he likes to gamble. Quick little update of the chip counts. We've got 6 players buying in for 1,500. We got 3 players right below that. Richard and Basil a little over 600. So, as with every table at Kojak's, the action's going to start off at 1,500. We don't allow match the stack, but we do allow 70%. So, we'll see the first few buy-ins. People will buy real fast back in for 1,500 plus. Sitting in seat number 3 is Mr. Cory Smith. Cory Smith has made the largest bluff on Kojak's live stream. Do you remember that?
I remember hearing about it. I don't
he
think
made an $8,000 bluff on PLO, and the guy sitting directly to his right, Billy, called it with just a naked king in his hand. So he is the owner of the largest bluff right now, and it almost got through. But it did. Man, that's a lot of aces already out there.
Yeah, that is.
So we've got $50 in the pot. Action is going to be raised to $15. We got call. Action's on Mr. Pham sitting in seat 5. I wonder why we cannot see. Let's follow the players. It'll take a second. There he is right there. We got a three-way action. 55 in the pot. Flop comes out. King, Jack, 10. Joni's got a double gutter. Look how many outs Mr. Pham has. He has all kinds out. He does hit the 3, though, on the turn. That puts him way ahead of Joni. So it goes check, check, 4 on the river. I assume it's going to go check, check. I don't think there's going to be much of a bluff. And it does. Joni flips over ace thinking maybe chop pot, and she gets proven wrong. Pair of 3s is the monster. $65 profit on a $105 pot. Mr. Pham's liking his first time at the live stream table.
First 2, huh?
Yeah, taking down the first 2. All right, button moves over to seat number 3. Mr. Cory Smith is on the button. On the button is the best action spot pre-flop. After that, it stays the best action flop. Look at that. Basil's got some wired nines. Richard's not going to let go of that 6-5 suited, though. Players at Kojaks tend to play anything that's paired or suited connected, as you can tell. So we've got a call 10, action over to Billy. Queen 10, he makes the call. Corey's going to check it up with king deuce offsuit. Flop comes out and hits that king deuce offsuit in the head. He flops trips. So Basil leads out with $20 with the overpair, but he doesn't realize how far behind he is.
So is that a shadow or Basil made a 10 or so made a 10 pre?
It was a raise to 10 pre-flop. Okay. So we had $90 in the pot. Basil bets 30 on the turn with a 6 of clubs. Corey calls it. River card comes to 6. Trouble for Basil because no matter what happens, Corey's going to raise what he throws out. Basil bets $30. Corey raises to 200. Let's see if Basil can smell out the trickiness here. Know that he's beat. Right now, Basil's shaking his head, and if anybody who knows Basil like we do, he's saying, that's so sick, dog. These dealers, these Kojaks dealers, that's so sick. And it looks like he may make the crying call, but I think he can get away from it. The other day, just so you know, last week I was sitting here talking for about 30 minutes, didn't realize the microphone was off. So I did 30 minutes of commentating to myself. Mr. Lopez.
Nice to see you, everybody.
Welcome to the sickest hand of the night in Basil terms. Basil's got an overpair. Board comes up 6-6, deuce, deuce, 8. He's got pocket 9s. Corey's got king deuce.
Oh.
Basil bets 30 on the river. Corey raises to $200.
So he's trying to get that max value out of Basil.
He is, and if you get $200 extra out of Basil, you're working hard because Basil doesn't give it up easy. I think Basil folds right here.
Yeah, most likely.
So from the action you've seen at the table, Paulo, do you think he can lay it down?
It looks like he will, but you did say Corey's fired off that biggest bluff ever. So if he's gonna contemplate a calling out against anybody,
because it went bet call on each street. No raises, no sneakiness.
Basil was leading out the whole way.
Basil let out 20 on the flop, 30 on the turn, and then he did 30 right here, and that's where we stand. Pot $300, $170 to Basil. Setting in his, looks like maybe a Sub-Zero mask off of Mortal Kombat. He's got a mask for every week.
Oh,
He makes the crying call. He is not going to like this. Watch his head. It's going to go left and right. He's double checking to make sure you got a deuce over there? That's so sick.
That's so sick.
Basil gives one up. He gives one up quickly on the third hand of the night. Third hand of the night being the biggest one. $550 in the pot. All that sliding to Mr. Cory Smith. But one thing about seat number 3, he doesn't lock down his chips often, does he?
No, not often.
They're all in play. So Corey's stack is going to be up to around 2,000. 1,800 is what he's got in there. So that means 1,800 chips are available to be stolen at any point in time tonight. Corey is an aggressive player. He's, what do you call him, a lag?
Yeah.
A loose aggressive player. So all of his chips are in play. Whereas Mr. Pham, he's new to this. He wanted to try it out for the experience, to see the live stream experience. He won the first 2 hands of the night. His Kojak's live stream debut he was 100% after 2 hands.
Let's go.
So his will probably be a little harder to steal.
Yep. Oh, I'm thinking we're 10 on the button. I'll go make sure everything's running good on
Absolutely.
the live stream side. Just want to make sure everything's
Looks
going
like 10 on the
well.
button.
Good luck to y'all.
Yeah, make sure it's 5. So as you see right there, Mr. Richard, and once again, last hand he had 5-6 of hearts. This hand he has 5-6 of clubs. He will be playing this one too.
That's funny. Yeah, same hand, different suit.
It's crazy how you see this. Look at this right here. He had 8 outs to win, and he made a bet, and Basil folded it out. He picks it up with the worst hand. Flop comes out, ace, jack, 10, 6-5, sneaks in there and steals it away. Yeah, those are usually just one little clicks on our tablet to tell if are we playing 5 on the button, 1, 3, 10 on the button, and I think it may have accidentally got hit. Because that little tablet out there, it's just like this computer screen, but it only shows 9 players, and it shows either red or yellow. Red means no cards, or yellow or green.
Yeah.
Yellow, no cards, green cards. But they see no cards out there. So cards are out for the next hand. Button's going to be slid around to, it looks like, seat number 6. Nope, seat number 5. Button is on Dante. And we are playing 5 on the button. Frankie's going to call it up. Billy's going to toss it in. Frankie hadn't had enough solo cups to raise it up yet. Usually when he has about 6 solo cups, his average bet is $35. We'll see that in about 30 minutes. So we had a raise out of Cory Smith, and it looks like Frankie makes the call. Let's see what we got here. They're adjusting the $10 and $5, so it's going to take a quick second. So let's look over at the board. Board comes out. Oh, I can't click it. 7, 8, 9. Check, check. 10 comes on the turn. Check, check. River card is a jack. So it looks like we have a straight on the board, doesn't it? 7, 8, 9, 10 jack. Who's going to have the queen in the hand and who's going to take a stab at it? It looks like Joni's betting 40. Frankie makes the fold. Cory takes the stab.
Did he raise it up?
He raised it up. It looks like $300. Joni makes the call. He shows Queen Jack. The 7 drops. So all of it goes over there. Joni made the call. All of it goes over to Mr. Cory.
So the queen was good for him
The
then?
queen was
Oh,
good.
wow.
Joni didn't believe him.
Those bluffs are paying off.
Man, as I tell most players when they come in this room, if you make a bluff, people are going to call you. But it's going to pay off in the long run. People don't fold in this room, do they?
Not often.
they
No,
don't
I don't like
believe
to
the
fold in
stories.
West Texas or Texas in general.
Really, Texas? Have you seen that in Houston and stuff like that too?
Yeah.
No folds? I won't discuss too much poker because I don't want to give away all your little secrets to everybody. So, next hand come around, $5 on the pot. It has been corrected. Everybody, King 6, Queen 6, Jack 4, all going in the muck. Frankie's got 6, 7. I've never seen him fold a connected cards. He makes the call. Billy's definitely going to play with 6-4. As a matter of fact, he's going to raise it up to $25. Cory lets go of the 2 cards you need for a straight. And Dante's got ace 9. He's definitely going to make the call. But he does push out 4 green chips. It's $100 now. Action folds back around to Frankie. 7-6 is only good for $5, but no more. He lets him go. Billy makes the call for 100. We've got heads up action. A whole bunch of hearts out there. And the flop comes, looks like all black cards. Flop comes out. King of diamonds, queen of spades, 9 of clubs. Dante jumps in the lead with a pair of 9s. Looks like Billy made a huge bet. Billy pulls it in. Oh, no, push it to the wrong. Okay, Dante leads out with a C-bet, and Billy pushes it in.
Pretty nasty board for Billy there.
Yeah, everything, he's below everything. Can't really bluff at it, because anything that Dante's raising to 100 with is on that board.
Yeah, yep.
Ace Jack, that's all over that. Ace 10, aces, kings, queens, everything's all over that. The worst thing that he could raise with is all over that, pocket 9s. Oh.
That is very true.
Welcome back to the table, Mr. Moses. Just in time to see a hand that you'll muck. Jack 6 will soon be flying into the center. You wouldn't believe how often I'll announce something like that, and then they'll make a raise. And I'm like, just kidding. Frankie's going to raise it up with a queen jack. Billy right behind him. He's going to 3-bet it up to $50 with ace king. Action's going to quickly be mucked all around to Basil. Basil's going to fold his hand. Now Frankie's in there with queen jack, so we've got ace king versus queen jack. Flop comes out. I see a 9 of diamonds, 5 of hearts, and a 2 of hearts. Looks like it goes check, check. Turn card comes out, a 2 of spades. Wow, that went check, check really fast. 4 diamonds on the turn. Cards come up. Ace king is going to take it down. A bet from anybody would have won it pretty much.
They just checked it down, yeah.
Yeah, bet from anybody would have won it, but it just went check, 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 check. And there's a quick update of the chip counts. Mr. Basil sitting at the bottom with 425. Richard right behind him with 605. Mr. Hufam is up to 805 because he came to the table with 650 from the other table. So he's got a nice little profit tonight. Look at this. Cory picks up as Jack King calls him. Wired 10s. He's going to raise it up to $25. Basil looking down at a blackjack, just at the wrong table for it. He does have ace jack. He makes the $25 call. Actions over to Moses. And Moses makes the call also as, nope, Frankie does not make the call with 7-3. How can he let that go? Flop comes out. 9 diamond, 2 diamonds, 6 of spades. Cory's going to quickly lead out with $50. Basil makes the call.
Wow,
Moses makes the call. Moses trying to get his cards read. That's the hardest seat to get them read in because the chips right next to each other on the readers make it really hard.
I wonder what Moses has.
I would think he's got probably 10s. As weird as that sounds, he probably has 10s also. Turn card of 4 hearts. Cory's going to bump it up a little bit, make it $115. Not exactly sure why Basil called the 50 on the flop.
But I think he folds here.
Yeah, the only move he can make is all in, and that's going to get called. I mean, that's not even a move that is justifiable. He's going to let it go. That would have been a two and a half time payout on a blackjack table, but here it's just a $60 loss.
It's a pretty good board for Cory too with those 10s. How often do you get no overcards?
Right, and look at that. Moses has king jack. He's going to let it go to the $115. Cory's going to pick up a $345 pot, $155 profit. He's going to be our first player to $2,000. That's a quick little climb because what are we, hand number 6?
Yeah,
And
something
he's
like
already at $200 or $2,000. He is definitely one of the players that push the action here. He's going to bet if he has it. He's going to bet if he doesn't have it. And there we go. He's at 1,900. So I think he's at like 1,980. So he's one of the players that push the action so hard. You never know what he's going to show, what he's going to flip over. I've been in hands with him before where I'm extremely disappointed when I see him flip his cards because how do you have 4-2 at this point when it was $1,000 pre-flop? But so action goes all the way around, gets over to Frankie. Frankie's going to bump it up to $15. Moses is going to let go of jack 6. That's like the 3rd time he's had jack. He's going to let it go. Ooh. Frankie's got pocket 6s. That's what he's raising with. Rich is going to defend his blind. And I bet you right now Moses is kicking himself for folding that jack 6. He'd be in the lead. He didn't know that. Frankie's only got 1 card left in the deck to hit to help him. But as of right now, he is ahead. That 6 on the turn would be open-ended.
Yeah. Run to 6-3.
Yeah. 6 on the turn would give him a dead straight draw because the boat has already been made. And it's going to end just like that. Richard's going to pick up the win.
Oh, so he check folded there?
Yeah, he check, bet, fold. That's how easy this game is down at Kojak's. Check, bet, fold, pull in the pot. Simple as that. Oh. Man, we're actually going to be updating our cameras. Now you see how we can see most of the whole table. We can adjust through here to where we can go click on any view, whether it be the table, right there. We can do all kinds of fun stuff. And we've got a new table on order, ladies and gentlemen. We've updated our software. We'll be able to do all the games, 5 card, 7 card, whatever game you want to do. We can do all games. And I think we ordered the mushroom table.
The mushroom table?
Yep, the mushroom table. Similar to how Texas Card House does their table. That's the one that we'll be doing. So Billy's got the Basil, jack 10. Wow, and we've already got a flop. 5-way action, $50 in the pot. Flop comes 10 of hearts, 7 of clubs, 4 of diamonds. Nobody's got a 4, nobody's got a 7. One person has a 10, and that one person who has the 10 is going to pull it all in just like that. Easy as ABC, 1, 2, 3. Billy's climbing on up the leaderboard. He started with 1,500. He's got 1,700. Both Moses and Jody started with 1,500. They're down to 1,400. And since I read slow, I cannot get you the rest of them until after the next hand. Crystal's a slinger, and she throws those cards out quick. She doesn't even give time for the stuff to hold up on there. We are on hand number 10. Cory, under the gun, straddles. Can't see what he has. He has that 10 deuce suited. Thank you. Miss Amanda's bringing in some of the sweet stuff. Can I get some soy sauce when you get a chance? For those of you who don't know what we did, we ordered Little Hunans. They've been closed all of Christmas. So tonight's Kojak's is brought to you by our sponsors. Our sponsors are ourselves. But if we did have a sponsor tonight, it would be Little Hunans.
They are really, really good. Right across the street too, right?
Yes, the only place where you can get beef and broccoli and white rice, just like the way I like it. On to hand number 11. Cory's gonna. Moses 3-bet that with 10-6 of diamonds. Cory's going to make the call with 10-deuce of diamonds. Joni's going to make the call with King 5 offsuit. 3 players, $125 in flop. Flop comes out 3 of clubs, Jack of hearts, 7 of hearts. As we stand right now, Joni's in the lead with a high card. That's what I see. Am I seeing it correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Joni's in the lead with a high card. I don't think that's gonna go far because Moses throws out $85 and he's gonna pull it in. Man, this is an easy game. I'm sitting in the wrong spot. These guys are making $85 with 8 high.
That's right.
I'm in the wrong game. There's a quick little update of the chip count. Frankie's down 200. Joni and Dante are down 100. Who is up almost $200. Basil's down $300.
Must have smelled the weakness there.
Yeah, he sniffed it out. A lot of our players are really good knowing patterns, bluff, mechanisms, all sorts of that to see tendencies. And that's I guess that's the best way to say it is. When you see a tendency of, it's like if you're around a stranger and you don't get a good feeling around them, they're probably not a good person. At a poker table, you get that feeling of weakness. You know they're probably weak, right? Not many actors, and I'm going to use that term super loosely, without showing that they're super strong.
Yeah.
So we've got a raise up to $20 with our ace 5 offsuit. King 10 makes the call, 9-7 makes the call, and 6-3 make the call. Flop comes out, deuce 4, rainbow flop. That puts the wheel draw out there for Moses. That puts the super wheel +1 draw for Joni. That puts absolutely nothing out there for Mr. Pham. But Frankie lets it go. So we've got the wheel versus the super wheel draw. 3 diamonds. Well, it can't be a 3 diamonds. Can't be a 5 of diamonds either. Never mind. Those are the 2 cards I was looking on the turn to make it all up. This turn card comes out of Jack. We've got a bet of $60 from Moses. Joni quickly makes the call.
He bets it again.
Yeah, he bets it again.
But
yep, turn card comes out to Jack.
like they'll get the job done.
And he threw out a hefty bet there. That's $270 that he threw out there. And that's going to be enough to pull it in. That's going to be $125. Is that mine? Oh. Wow. Amanda's amazing. Didn't even ask for a Coke, and I got a Coke.
Nice.
So everything you see here is a 30-minute delay. So as you can see, online, it shows everybody's offline. We're just waiting for that 30-minute timer to hit, and then it'll click everybody online. Everybody's views will come live. Everybody's cell phones will go, Kojax is live. Woo!
Which of those do most of the views come in? Facebook?
Facebook and Twitch have been fighting. Facebook, we've been having around 40 to 60, and Twitch, we've been having 20 to 25. YouTube is still freshly new, but our views on YouTube, what's been hitting those is the after views. We have like 17,000 on one of our shows.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I know it's definitely not for the commentation. It's for the action. People want the action. People want the action. I'm just here for the good time. Isn't that how you say it?
Yeah, that's part of it, though.
But the really neat thing about this system is, although our video is 30 minutes behind, the chat is live. So as I'm talking right now, it's really difficult when you look over at the sidebar and see people talking about something. You have to think of what you said 30 minutes ago, and then you have to answer that.
The railbirds go nuts.
Here at Kojax, if you're calling $5, you're calling $25. We've got 4-way action. And the best hand is, I choose 6-5 suited. Oh, it's not suited, never mind. Man, I don't like any of those hands with this flop. Flop comes out, Jack, Queen 3. Nobody's got a piece of nothing, so ace high is good right now.
Well, he just turned, looks like...
Yep, 10 to the straight, to the king high straight. Any heart for Frankie. Frankie's going to be betting that. And just as easy to bet it, you pull it in. He pulls in a $180 pot. Quick, $80 profit. $80 at a time adds up after about 20 times, doesn't it?
Yep.
I watch a lot of players come through here. And some of the funnest things I see are the players like that gentleman sitting at table 3 out there. He's there to win the big pots. I see players like Mr. Matt and yourself. You're not there to win the big pots. If the big pots fall in your lap, you're there to win those. But you're there to, when everybody limps in for the 20, you're there to pop it up. When you have strong hands, you pop it up, and you're happy just pulling in, $60 pots. If you can pull in 20 $60 pots, that's $1,200 a night.
It definitely adds up. What's that phrase? Singles?
Yeah. And if you can pull in $1,200 a night, that's the paycheck that most people get in a week. And so if you're winning $1,200 a night in poker, you're making a living.
Trying to get both singles and homers.
Oh, look at this. Moses is gonna 3-bet it up. He 3-bets it with pocket kings.
See, he's going for the homer there.
Yeah.
That's a homer
there's a
type
call.
of hand.
There's a call.
With the 7 deuce.
Mr. Pham throws out the call with pocket 8s on the button, so he's got the best position. Joni makes the call under the gun. Flop comes out. Queen, Jack, Deuce. Problematic there because Joni's got top pair. Moses got an overpair. Joni's going to lead out. I see 1 green chip, and okay, I see a lot more than that. Joni leads out with $60, and Moses decides slow playing is the best way around here. So he's just going to make the sneaky call. Mr. Pham releases his 8s.
Oh, no.
Turn card is devastating. You sound like me. Turn card is devastating for Moses, but a slammer for Joni. She's going to throw out $100, and that's a crying call for Moses because you know that he knows that she has the queen.
Looks like that river, though, might have saved him.
Yes, that river's going to save him.
If any card.
She's going to bet $100. I guarantee you he can lay this down. She stays with 100. She's not trying to pretend that she has it. She's saying, I just want to milk you $100 street, and I want you to pay me off. And I think Moses may lay this down.
I do like her sizing there.
Yeah, because she just stayed 100, 100, 100.
Yeah, and so it looks like it went into 410. Looks like makes it.
Yeah, she bet one into 200, one into 300, one into 500, and one into 200, one into 400. That's what. So she bet half pot, quarter pot, right?
Yeah. Now she's at it's around a quarter now.
Look at her shaking her head. She's like, "Pay me money." She's got her coffee there, and Moses. He makes the crying call. He's got his head down because he knows. He knew right there that she had it. He doesn't even show her the satisfaction of knowing that the queen on the turn saved her. She was dead to a queen or a 10, and she hit one of the 6 outs she had. So that's going to put Joni right. She's now up to 1,600. Moses bought him to 1,500. He's down to 1,300. But Cory's still our early chip leader with 1,900. 19,000. 190,000 pennies, or what is that? Something like that. Anyways, too much math for me to think about it this time. So we've been going for about 30 minutes now. We should be going live on Facebook here shortly. It'll send us some notifications as soon as we do.
I will be right back.
Basil races back to the table. Let's see what he ran back for. Frankie's going to let King 6 go, but by let it go means raise it up to $15. Ashton's going to fold around. Looks like Dante or Cory's thinking about it. Cory may be, okay, he's just making the call. I thought he may have been 3-betting that. So we've got three-way action heading to the flop. $50 in the pot. Flop comes out. Jack of clubs, ace of hearts, 5 of clubs. We've got a whole bunch of flush cards for Frankie. A whole bunch of clubs. He's got the second nut flush draw there. Mr. Pham flops top pair. Oh, sorry, I'm reading that wrong. Ace of hearts, queen of hearts, 5 of clubs. Mr. Pham flops top pair. Cory's 8s are pretty much counterfeited. It's going to go check, check. Mr. Pham's going to throw out a bet. Looks like he bet $55. And just as fast as he makes the bet, the hand's going to be over. Mr. Pham's playing pretty solid in his live stream debut. He just signed up as a new member at Kojak's about 3 days ago and has truly enjoyed. He chopped first place money today in the Deep Stack tournament. And just as a reminder, tomorrow, Sunday at 2:30 p.m. is our bounty tournament. $200 gets you 15,000 chips and a bounty chip worth $50. So action, as always, at Kojak's is popping. If you missed it yesterday was the first day of 2021. The first day of 2021 brought us a $50 plus rebuy tournament to Kojak's. We had 71 rebuys. We had 30 add-ons. We had $8,350 in the prize pool. A lot of money up there. We had 2 players chop first and second. We had I think a 6 or 7 player chop for everybody, guaranteed $868, and then leave $3,000 for $2,000 for first place, $1,000 for second place. And then when we got up there, those 2 players decided to chop the remainder of it, and they each took home $2,174. Not bad, considering the fact that one of the players was only in for his original $50. Anytime you have that, anytime you can take home $2,000 profit, that's a good night. But that was an extremely fun tournament. We had 4 full tables going at all times. Moving on around, Frankie raises it up to $30. Cory's going to make the call. Dante folds, action folds on around. Richard makes the call from the button with ace 7 suited. So we've got ace king suited versus king queen offsuit versus ace 7 suited. Flop comes out, 6 of hearts, jack of hearts, 7 of spades. Richard with middle pair is going to take the early lead right there. He's on the button, so he will be last act. First action's on Frankie. Frankie throws out, looks like $60. Cory's not going to have any piece of that. Action's over to Richard, and I don't think you're going to be able to push Richard around. He may not have a large stack, but he definitely is stubborn on his hand. He's not going to, well, maybe he's not stubborn, maybe he just doesn't believe it, but that queen on the turn is going to give him plenty of reason to believe it. Frankie hits top pair now, second kicker. He's going to lead out with $125. Leaves Mr. Richard in the spot to have to think about that. And that's going to be it. He's going to believe him, and he's going to let it go. Frankie's going to pull in $335 win. And we are on over to our next hand. Coming up in January 20th, Wednesday, we have our mini-series starting, $500 Big O tournament. Starting Thursday the 21st, we have a No-Limit Hold and $1,000 High Roller tournament starting at 5 p.m. Right back behind that at 6 p.m., we have a $300 bounty tournament. Each bounty chip is worth $100. On Friday, we have day 1A starting at 5 p.m. of our $40,000 guaranteed main event. On Saturday, we have day 1B and day 1C of our $40,000 guaranteed main event. Sunday, we have day 2 starting at noon. Anybody who moved on over fighting for that first prize in the guaranteed $40,000 main event tournament. Starting at 2 p.m. on Sunday, we have our second chance $200 no-limit hold'em turbo tournament. So don't miss out on that action coming up in the later part of this month. January is always action-packed at Kojak's. We have now officially been open. This is our 3rd anniversary. So we have lots of friends, lots of family, lots of dedicated, loyal employees, workers, and members. Everyone loves this club, loves the staff, loves the friendship, loves the camaraderie that we have out here. Lots of friends, lots of family play here. Safe environment for everybody. So we're locked up. Ace King versus King. Oh my gosh. I was talking about all that and I look down and see a monster here. Dante's got Ace King on a flop that comes King Jack 6. Turn card comes a 9 and I look over at Moses' hand. Moses has top 2 pair. This hand could be a little bit nasty. So Moses, let's see what Dante does first. Dante's going to check. Moses is going to throw out $200 into a $145 pot. Dante's going to look down at Ace King. Sorry, Dante bet 60. Moses raised to 100 or to 200. And Dante folded it. It's amazing how Dante knows exactly where he is. He's got one of the strongest starting hands in poker. Ace King hits his top pair, but he knows he's behind and he knows he's got to let it go. On over to, I think, hand 17. Cory's got the straddle on for 10. Mr. Pham 3 bets it up to $20 with Queen 10 suited. Action around to Basil. Basil's going to let it go. Moses looks down at pocket ducks. He's going to fold it. Frankie's going to make the call with Ace 5 offsuit. 4-way action. Go into the flop. $70 in the pot. Flop comes out. Ace of spades. Queen of hearts. 8 of spades. Frankie flopping top pair, Mr. Pham flopping second pair, and Billy flopping bottom pair. Cory not hitting pretty much anything. He can't even go runner at this point, I don't think. Frankie leads out with $25. Mr. Pham's going to make the call. We are now going to be heads up going to the turn. 8 of diamonds on the turn, going to completely destroy Frankie's hand. Mr. Pham leads out with $60. Frankie's going to let it go. He's going to let his top pair down. Mr. Pham's going to pull in a pot as he stays perfect in his live at Kojak's debut. Mr. Pham, live at Kojak's debut, wearing his brand new Aloha Kojak's hat, looks down at American Airlines. He's going to raise it up to $30, and judging by the look of all the hands that are being mucked, he might not get any action until he gets over to Billy. Billy's going to make the call with pocket 9s. Cory's going to fold his button, King 8 gone, so we're going to have heads up action, 9s versus aces. Flop comes out, King of diamonds, 5 of diamonds, 6 of clubs. No help to either one of them. It's a card that might actually save Billy. King's a kind of a scare card, so if Mr. Pham leads out, As he does, Billy's going to quickly muck that, and we're going to be on to the next hand. Mr. Fam stays perfect. Kojaks has been extremely busy the last few days. We've had multiple tables of action, 3, 4, almost 5 tables of action the last 3 days, bringing in the new year in the right direction. Hoping that everybody enjoys what we're doing. 3rd anniversary is behind us. We're working on our 4th one, and we always do take critique from all members. Saying hi to a couple members on the chat. Looks down, Mr. Fan picks up pocket sixes. He's going to make the call. And did I just see Ace Jack go in the muck? Maybe because they weren't at their seat. Okay, I did see Ace Jack. It didn't go in the muck. Billy's got his famous Papa John's pizza there. He never plays a game without his Papa John's pizza. Heads up action going to the flop. Ace Jack versus 6-6. Pretty much a classic race. Flop comes out. 10 of spades, 8 of spades, 4 of hearts. No help to either player. 2 overcards to Mr. Fam's pair. He's going to check it. Action's now over on Richard. He's going to make the bet of $40 with Ace Jack of hearts. He does have the backdoor flush draw with the hearts. Will Mr. Fam let it go? And he does. Mr. Pierce's table presence, strong and steady, does pay off there as Mr. Fam does lay down the best hand. Not much better than a fortune cookie after some Chinese food. I went ahead and muted the mic while I opened up the fortune. Let's see what it says. Win as if you were used to it. Lose as if you enjoyed it for a change. I like that. Maybe I should get on the tables and play tonight and see what that holds in for me. So we got Jack 10 versus 7-3. Jack 10's going to pull it in real fast. 7-3 is going to go into the muck. On to the next hand. Chip counts. Cory's right at 2,000. Billy's at 17. Joni's up. Moses is back to even. Frankie's Frankie and Dante are just down below even. Mr. Fam is up also. So we are all celebrating, glad to be here, 2021. A lot of orbits around the table that we've all seen together, and once again, Kojaks truly appreciates each and every one of our members. We love you all. So glad we can be part of your lives, helping you play poker, helping you win money, helping all kinds of stuff. Look forward to spending the next year with you guys. Action's over to Basil. He's got about $295. He makes the call of $5. Folds around to Billy. He's going to raise up to a quarter with 9-5 suited. Look at this. Joni picks up a monster. She's going to 3-bet it up with pocket queens to 75. So action went 5 to 25 to 75. That's going to be the, I don't know, that may not be the end of the road for Basil. I think it will, though. He does let it go. I think Billy's going to make the call. So we've got heads up action. $155 in the pot, two ways. 9-5 versus Queen Queen. Flop comes out. Deuce 3 deuce. Is that what that is? And Joni picks up some chips to make a bet, and before she even picks up the chips, the cards are gone from Billy. And flop did come out. Deuce 3 deuce. Welcome back to the table, Mr. Pierce. Each player has a different strategy of the way they shuffle their chips, how they want to attack the game, passive, aggressive. Mr. Pierce is one of the more passive players. He doesn't dive into any pots that he doesn't necessarily need to be in. Moses likes to dabble around a little bit, find what works for him. Once he gets comfortable, he starts making some great plays. Action's going to be first on him. He's going to look down, see pocket deuces. He's going to at least make the call of the 5. Our dealer reminding Basil, put that $5 on the button. Man, Moses doesn't even play deuces from early position. That's good poker right there. Action folds around to Frankie. Frankie's going to play his ace. Billy's going to play his jack 4. Cory's going to play his king 8. And Dante's going to play 6-6. Action around to Joni. She makes a call, and Basil's going to check his option. So we have 6 players. $30 in the pot going to the flop. Flop comes out. 3 of hearts. 4 of diamonds. Jack of clubs. Billy's going to flop a monster right there. Flops 2 pair, and he checks it. Joni looks down to check her hand. Looks like she's maybe betting it. She's going to throw out $30. Joni's got jack deuce. She doesn't realize the Choctaw nuts are so far behind jack 4. So it goes call. Goes over to Billy. He's going to make a raise there. He's going to raise it up to $80. $50 for Joni to call. She makes the call. Turn card comes up, 10 of clubs. That may save Joni from getting any deeper. Billy's going to reach down, grab about $100. That's exactly what he grabbed, and Joni quickly folds her jack. Billy's 2 pair, jack 4, is the best, and Joni makes the best read, and she lets it go. So we're at 8:45. We will be streaming for about another hour and 15 minutes, giving you 2 hours of some of the hottest action in West Texas. Button moves on around to Moses, who's going to get the last card. First action on Mr. Richard. He's going to let 10-7 go. Frankie, I don't see him. Every time I say I don't see him calling with something, he calls with it. I cannot predict Frankie. That's the good thing, though. I cannot predict what he's going to do. He's going to call with king 8 offsuit. Cory's going to make a raise to $20 with 7-6 suited. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Mikey Lopez.
Hello, everybody. I was looking for Paulo. I think we have a seat open for him on table 3.
I got to give him a call.
Yeah,
those are his chips right there.
Good, perfect. I'll go find him here in a little bit. But how's the action been going, Charlie?
It's been pretty good.
Good to know.
Mr. Fan is, I think, 4 for 4.
Let's go!
Yeah, he wanted to try this table out. He said for some experience, and he is 4 for 4.
Look at him flopping the best of this pot right now.
Yes.
He's got middle pair with his jack, and he's going to fold out Basil's 9s.
Yeah, and this is what he's been doing. He hasn't been playing power poker. He hasn't been playing tricky poker. He's been playing straightforward poker. Hey, guys, I've got a pair and a draw. That's all he's done.
My experience from him on the other tables that he's played is about the same. He seems to be pretty much by the book.
Yeah.
He's not trying to bluff too much unless, maybe an up and down
Right.
It doesn't pan out, and you turn
His
your
bluffs
hand
are
into a
semi
bluff.
bluffs.
Yes.
It's not like the Corys and the Billies and the Frankies. It's a nothing bluff.
Yes.
It's a semi bluff.
Absolutely, which can really get you some, especially if you put that pressure on the turn or something like that. You can really get some value out of hands.
Man, hang around in here for a minute. I've enjoyed having somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
It kind of gets lonely when you talk to yourself.
No lie.
I gotta put some
I'm
earmuffs
sure.
in so I can't just hear myself. And this will give me a chance to, if you'll talk for a minute, I'll share our streams in the other poker blogs.
Absolutely, happy to help
Awesome,
out.
thank you.
With this hand, we're gonna have Cory coming in with 8-4 suited. He's gonna raise.
Welcome back, Paulo. You got a seat open?
Yes, it's a.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
You do have to wait. Will you push that door shut and wait for just the close of this hand?
On this one, we got Cory raising to 8-4. As I said, Hoy's got pocket tens, and he's gonna make a call. Moses is gonna make a 3-bet, protecting his hand with ace queen off to 60. Richard is gonna get out of the way with his queen 7. Frankie's not gonna play the jack 6. I don't imagine Cory's gonna start folding just because he got 3-bet on the pre-flop action, and Hoy's absolutely gonna come along with his pocket 10. So we're 3-way to a flop.
Hoy might be 5 for 5 after this hand, Paulo.
We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
been just holding up his hands, and we got a king 9 deuce board. Now that's gonna bring out 2 spades, I believe.
Yep, 2 spades.
2
and a club.
spades and a club. So Cory's got his flush draw, which he can assume
Pop.
is good a lot of times, and it's gonna go check, check, check on the flop, bringing in the turned flush for Cory. He's only 8 high, but I don't imagine he actually gets any. Don't imagine he gets any action off of this. We'll see if Hoy decides to make a call, but with that king out there, it might be pretty tough to think you're good here. There's a lot of king 10, ace king type of hands that would raise that are good on the turn here. And Moses, just bad run out for him. We'll see if he tries to.
He's been getting bad runouts all night.
Yeah, I was peeking over whenever Joni had, I believe, trip queens or something like that, and it seemed like he had a good hand the way he had been playing it, but we'll see. Yeah, he's just gonna have to get out of the way, and Cory's gonna make that 8-4 suited pay off like no other can.
Alright, hold it down, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Paulo, kick some butt out there.
Good
We'll try.
luck to you.
We'll try.
Need any help there?
I think I got it.
All right, good luck, buddy. As me and Charlie were talking about, this table's been pretty heavy. I've already had to come over and grab some chips and do some other things. So they've been a healthy table, I'll call it.
Yeah, they're here and they're ready to play.
Absolutely, which is what we want out of these live stream games. We want it to be not only fun for the players, which is always the first priority here at Kojax, but having fun for the stream viewers as well is always a bonus. Right here we've got Billy. Looks like he's straddling to 10. And he's gonna wake up to 6-3 off. So maybe not the best straddle hand in the world.
Sometimes Billy doesn't even need cards to win, though.
You're not wrong, Charlie. You're not wrong. Here we've got Hoy, Joni, and Richard. Richard with pocket 5s. He's gonna make the call for 10. It's gonna go over to Frankie. Frankie is going to. Looks like he called or maybe raised. Oh, yep. Okay, so there was a raise. The action's still catching up along with us. And I believe it was a raise from either Frankie on the button or Billy on the straddle. And it's going to be heads up between. Okay, so Billy looks like. I think Billy raised to 150 from his straddle. And Joni called with her ace-8. And Billy's got, as we said, 6-3. Joni's got ace-8.
I told you he didn't even need cards to win, and that's what he's doing right here. He's playing with no cards.
Absolutely. Wow. And he gets her to fold.
Joni's not going to fish around. She's not gonna play because right there Billy could have ace-jack. He could have the nuts.
Absolutely.
That'll
Or even
do
just
well.
a jack 9 and have her just drawing super thin to just another jack to
For a chop, yeah.
for
Putting
a
her money
chop,
in there for a
yeah.
chop pot.
Absolutely. So Billy's gonna take it down with 6-3 in
Cory's
the way that he does.
Cory wins the race to the first man of 2,000. Billy's right behind him. Joni, Moses, Frankie. They're all $100 down. Each of them bought him for $1,500. They're all a hundo down.
Looks like Billy and Cory are splitting the profits of the game tonight, so we'll see how that changes throughout the night.
Mr. Lopez, we'll see you in just a little while. If you
Yes,
want to
sir.
maybe come give a break in. Are you gonna be giving Chris breaks?
Absolutely. So
All right.
I'll probably send Chris Gwynn out here.
Yeah, we'll let him do a quick little commentation on it. Back to the action live at Kojak's. Dante looks down at the Kojak itself, and he's going to fold it. He doesn't know that we're supposed to play it. Right behind him, Mr. Pham, who is 6 for 6 in hands tonight. He's going to call along for the straddled $10 pot with 9-6. Right behind him, Basil's not going to slow play his monster. He's got them dim jacks. He's a Cowboys fan, so dim boys, dim jacks. He's going to raise it up to $30. Frankie's going to call behind him. Billy's going to let go of the Queen Deuce offsuit, and Cory finally gets to look at his cards when he straddled. $20 to call. He's got King 4 suited. He may raise it up right here. Nope, he just makes the call. Just makes the call. Mr. Pham is going to make the call. So we've got four-way action. $120 in the pot. Flop comes out. 10 of hearts. 3 of clubs. 3 of hearts. Frankie picks up the flush draw. Basil's still out in front though. Pocket Jack sitting at almost 60% to win. Looks like Basil may be throwing out a bet of at least $60. That's exactly what he does. Bet $60. Action's over to Frankie. He's not going to let go of the flush draw. He's going to make the call. I think that's going to be the end of the road for Cory and for Mr. Pham. Heads up action. $245 in the pot. Turn card comes out. A 9 of spades. No help to Frankie. He's looking for a heart and a heart only, but he does not want the jack of hearts. Basil is going to be betting $40, and it looks like he is maybe all in. River card comes out. Queen of diamonds. Basil makes the check. He is not all in either. Frankie's going to check it. Flip over. King 5. Basil's going to show his pocket jacks. $195 profit. $325 pot going towards the Basil. His favorite hand is Jack 10. He had it halfway there. It's always fun. Basil's here playing every night of the week. He is one of our best members. So good so that with the charger packs, he wanted his own battery pack, and Kojak's did not hesitate to buy him one. Basil picking up a quick little win right there. Thanks to all the viewers for coming out tonight. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Moving around to the next hand. Whew, excuse me. We got some red solo cups out there that can only mean one thing. Crown and Coke. We know that's some of our players at the table favorite items. Basil's going to call with 10-7 of diamonds. Action's over to Moses. Looks down at Ace 5 unsuited. He's going to raise it up to $20. Mr. Pierce is going to have no piece of that. Action folds. Frankie folds. Billy's going to fold. Cory's going to make the call on the button with Jack 9 suited. Basil makes the call. So we're going to have three-way action. 10-7 versus Ace 5 versus Jack 9 suited. Flop comes out 9, 6, 8. That's the nuts for Basil. Basil flops the joint and he checks it. Look at that. Cory's got top pair. He's not going to let that go, so he's going to throw out $50. Basil is going to probably, he's got to double check, make sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You didn't see his fingers moving. He's hiding it. He's going to call the 50, it looks like. Action's over to Moses. Moses needs a 7 for a straight, but he's going to let it go. We're going to be heads up. Cory versus Basil. $160 in the pot. Turn card comes out. 3 of diamonds, giving Basil the check mark. Nothing Cory can hit can win. I'd like to see a check from Basil right here. And that's what he does do. Cory's going to throw out a bet. $85. Basil's got the cards in his hand. the chips in his hand, excuse me. He is going to make the call. No, just kidding. He raises up to $185, and Cory says, you can have it. You can have it. Basil still hasn't shown his cards yet. I don't know if he's going to. No, he puts them face down. He flops the joint. Doesn't show anybody what he has. Pot gets up to $430. $175 profit is what Basil's adding to his stack. He's got his stack up to almost $700 now. Nice little jump for Basil right there. Putting Mr. Richard at the bottom with $520. Mr. Fam's up to $925. Dante and Frankie are down 200. Joni's down 100. Cory is up almost to 2,000 right there along with Billy. And as Mr. Billy walks back, he's got his Papa John's pizza, his crown, and his maroon jacket. He is good to go. Action's going to be first on Mr. Fam under the gun. Looks down at King 8 offsuit, and that's not in the range of winning hand, so he's going to let that go. Moves on over to Joni. She's going to make the call with 5 with Queen 10 offsuit. Basil makes the call of 5. Mikey's telling Basil right now his cards are not been read yet. Moses makes the fold. Mr. Richard makes the fold. Frankie's going to make the call with an ace. Billy's got 9-6. He lets it go. Cory's got ace-3. He makes the call. Dante says, check. 5 players, $25 in the pot. Flop's going to come out. 5 of diamonds, 8 of spades, 3 of spades. Dante's got the best of it with middle pair and a queen kicker. Cory's got a pair also. Frankie and Cory, have these same pair. Basil leads out with $10, and it's going to go call all the way around. Pulling in all the bets. Turn card comes out. 10 of spades. Joni stayed in there like she knew it was coming. She is now in the lead. We still have not seen Basil's hands yet. He makes the check on this round. Frankie makes the check. Cory's reaching for chips. It looks to be about $60. And that's exactly what it is. Frankie makes the bet of the $60. Cory's going to call it right behind him. Action's going to be over to Joni. She's going to make the call. Basil's going to let it go. We are 3-way to the river card. River comes out, a king of spades. That gives Joni the lock on the hand, and it goes check, check, check. Joni's going to flip over her queen 10 and show the winner. She played it like she knew the 10 was coming on the turn. She was fishing in there, and she caught a couple trout. She's going to pull in a pot of $245. That's going to take her up above her original buy-in of $1,500. She's now at $1,600. Pre-flop raises. Cory and Moses both lead in that aspect. Basil's sitting down with 6%. Basil likes to let you dig your own hole and fall into it as he's doing right here. Making a quick little dealer change. That's Mr. Prince coming in. Mr. Prince, Ricky Prince. The one, the only, what it is, coming in for a hand, or coming in for a 30-minute push. We give our players different dealers. That way they can't blame it on the dealers while they're there. They get to blame it on a couple of them. We've got hot action going over on table number 2. It's a pretty deep table. Lots of action on that table. Looking up on Poker Atlas on the other computer right now, just to see where we stand on our wait list. You can join on Poker Atlas, or you can call up to the club or ask on Facebook. Right now at the club, we just finished our Deep Stack tournament. We have 4 people on the wait list for the live stream game. We've got 3 people on the wait list for the 5 on the button with the table going. We've got 4 people on the list for the 10 on the button game, looking to get that going. But there is a lot of money out there to be won on the 5 on the button non-live stream game. It is super action. Joni looks over. She's chowing on some chicken wings. That's her favorite thing from Little Hoonans tonight. And I'm not sure if she saw her cards when she made that call of $5. She was under the gun and she made the call. Basil's lets it go. Action's around. I think all the jacks are gone now. Frankie's going to make the call. No, Frankie's going to make a raise to $20 with 8-6 suited. Action folds over to Dante, who looks down at ace-9. He's thinking of what he wants to do here, how he wants to play this. Punish the limpers is what it looks like he's going to do. He raises it up to $80. 3-bets it up to $80. Joni's going to let her 5 go, and Frankie's going to make the call. So we have ace-9 versus 8-6 suited. Heads up action going down to the flop. Flop comes out, ace of spades, deuce of spades, queen of clubs. Frankie doesn't hit anything right there. He's going to check it. Dante's got a black chip out there representing $100. Frankie's going to let it go. Dante's going to pick up a $270 pot, $90 profit right there, just like that. That's how easy it's done at Kojak's. Moving on around to the next hand, moving on up, as Mr. Jefferson said.
Hey everybody, this is Chris coming back to you. Coming back to this game. It has been a lot of fun out there on the table, but I'm taking a little break from tracking the action. Thought I'd step into the commentary booth. Charlie had to step out for a minute, take a phone call, so it's just me in here. First hand, we got Richard versus Cory. $70 in the pot. Cory's going to lead out with nothing, and Richard folds. You can see Michael there on the screen, tracking the action at this point. We got Ricky in the box, throwing them cards around. Oh, Moses with the Jack-10, and he's not in his seat to play it. Gonna lose those cards. Richard's got the Queen-9 off, and he's gonna throw those away. Frankie is going to play pocket 8s. Most likely this will be a raise. And it is. Takes it up to 20. Billy throws his cards in as quick as he can. Cory folds one of my favorite hands, the 5 deuce. Hoy is out. Joni's out. Comes around to Basil with a 6-4 suitor, and he makes the call. And he hits big. Oh, Frankie's not going to like this at all. Basil makes the call, just like you would expect. Frankie's option with a 9. Frankie's going to lead out again. Basil's got a pretty easy choice here to make this call, or he can raise. If he raises, I don't think Frankie's going to stick around. He does make the call. comes out. Frankie doesn't like his eights very much. And folds as soon as Basil reaches for chips. We really enjoy putting on this streaming production for you guys. I hope you like watching it. Looks like at least 21 of you on Facebook are enjoying yourselves right now. So welcome to all of you. Glad to have you here. Looks like we didn't get Richard's card to that hand. Frankie wakes up with jacks, and he is definitely going to raise this hand up. That looks like about a $45 bet to me. I was pretty sure that was back-to-back jack tens. If that's the case, all the jacks are out. That is a very interesting flop. Frankie's checking the jacks. Joni's checking the tens. Joni may actually think her tens are good at this point. Yep, flip them up. Frankie wins it. Both of them scared to put some money in. First one that bets takes it down. Alright, Billy's going to throw away his jack 8. Looks like Frankie decided to throw out a straddle. Cory folds ace 4, 9-7 from Dante. Hoy's got the queen 5 suited. Looks like he's going to make that call. Joni throws away hers. Basil with 7-6 suited. Likes that pretty good. Moses with the king 8. Oh, if hearts comes, Hoy is not going to be a happy camper. Then we got Richard over there with the ace of hearts. Looks like Moses raised it up. Richard's going to make that call. Frankie folds his straddle. Everybody else comes along. We got a 10-3, so right now Richard is in the lead with an ace. You can't imagine his ace is good, but he's going to go ahead and make that bet anyway. Checks around to him, he's got an ace. We'll see what happens. Hoy's not happy. Basil tosses his cards in. Moses goes away. Richard wins the pot. Probably the way it should be there with that big old ace. Here we go. Jack 5 under the gun is a no-go for Billy. Cory with the king queen, definitely going to be in. He raises it up to 20. Dante goes away. Hoy makes the call. Jody makes the call. Moses with pocket tens. This may actually be a raise for Moses. It'd make a lot of sense. And it is. Looks like he went up to 80. Richard looks at 10-2, says no thank you. Frankie with the ace-6, no thank you. King Queen is probably going to make this call. Interestingly, I have noticed that Moses has raised a lot of Cory's raises today. Cory throws it away. Hoy comes along with ace-3 suited. And Jody makes the call with 5-6 off. And flops top 2 pair. How do you like that? Hoy throws out a bet with the opening at straight draw. Joni's going to make the call, looks like. And she does. And Moses thinks he is probably ahead with his overpair. Oh, and look at that. Moses takes the lead, hitting a 2-outer. Hoy's going to check it down. Joni thinks she is probably ahead. She's going to bet $300. $300 into a $640 pot. Moses cannot believe his luck, whether good or bad. He's saying, somebody flopped that straight? I sure hope not. Is it worth $300 for Moses to find out? Looks like it is, or maybe he is all, oh, he is all in. Joni makes the call. She is not going to like this news. She needs a 5 or a 6 to win this pot. And the card is a 2. Wow. That was a very unlucky card for Joni. She went from being way ahead to way behind, 1 card. But Joni's not finished playing yet. She's going to pull out a little more and keep going. That gentleman you see in the background right there is Charlie, your normal commentator. Stopped in to take care of some business back there at the table. Probably helping Joni to buy some more chips. Cory's going to raise it up with the Jack-10. Billy gets out of his way. Looks like Dante just added on a couple $100 to his stack. Basil calls with the King 8 of spades. Frankie raises with 5 deuce suited. Cory comes along, Basil's in. Basil flops second pair. He's going to check that away. Frankie's going to check, Cory's going to check. Frankie now has a flush draw, and Basil flopped a set, or turned to trips. He's going to come along with it. Basil's got the trips over there, the set. All Cory has is a bluff. And Basil is obviously going to make that call, win that hand. Ahoy has got to really like this hand, starting off with pocket kings. Moses folds out the 5 deuce suited. Richard's reaching for chips with the ace 9 offsuit, and he's going to make that call. Fold, fold, fold. Heads up, Hoy versus Richard. Deuce, deuce, 7. Hoy's going to check it, thinking he is way ahead at the moment. Richard's going to bet. Can Hoy lay this down? $60. Hoy makes the call. Looks like Hoy actually raised that last one and got called by Richard. Richard's going to lead out again, $250. Hoy is trying to decide if Richard has the 2 or not. Could he have called with 7-8? It could happen. Looks like Hoy's going all in. Now Richard's trying to decide, is he going to make this call or no? Hoy has got to be really glad that he didn't just snap call, indicating he very likely does not have the 2. Pocket 8s or pocket 7s would have very likely been a snap call also. So Hoy's going to take down a good pot with his pocket kings there. Gotta be happy an ace didn't come.
What's up, baby?
Not much.
Oh, look at this. Under the gun, picking up ace king. Yowzers.
Under the gun last hand had pocket kings.
Joni?
No.
Oh, that would be Mr. Fan.
Yep. Had pocket kings.
Under the gun, ace king, limping for the $5. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that allows.
Frankie's definitely going to raise that ace queen for sure.
Yeah, he raises it up to $40. Anything big like that, any blackjack, he likes to pop it. It looks like everybody behind him is picking up nothing. Even Mr. Fan with a flat tire. Action over to Joni. She's liable. She just lost that set over set hand. She's liable to pop this back.
It was set over 2 pair.
Oh, set over 2 pair. Okay, that's what I thought it was, set over set. So she's going to 3-bet it up to $80 and put the pressure on Frankie to make the call, which he does. Flop's going to come out. 10, 10, Jack. Both of them with a gut shot straight draw. Joni still got the top end of it, though. Bets $100. Her 2 cards are playing.
Frankie's got to be worried. Maybe she's got a 10, maybe she's got a jack. Probably not a 10 because she probably wouldn't have bet the 10.
5 of diamonds on the turn, puts 4 to the flush out there for Joni. She's going to make another bet, $125. Frankie going to say la vie, no more for me.
No more for me.
So Joni rebuys for $1,000, quickly pops up her, I guess you call it a bank account? Would you call it a bank account?
Sure.
Why not? Action, aggression, frequency. Mr. Smith is leading that section. I don't know if y'all missed, which ones of those listening missed out on the Kojak's 3rd anniversary $50 rebuy tournament, but we had some wonderful barbecue made by our very own Mr. Chris Gwynn sitting right here by me, and it was gone just as fast as it came in the door.
It disappeared pretty quick.
You need to open up a barbecue restaurant, I'm telling you.
Oh, I like doing it as a hobby. I don't know if I like doing it as a job.
That's the way most people get into it. I like it as a hobby, and then it ends up as a job. Action comes around to Basil. Under the gunner, picking up strong hands, man. Kings, ace king, king queen.
Yep.
He accidentally hit fold on Basil. He's going to have to back it up.
He'll recognize that in just a minute.
Yep.
Figure out what's going on. Have to go back.
And that's just what he did.
Yeah. Oh, you're heading back there, heading back there, heading back there. There we go. Make that call. Now fold them out again.
Mr. Fam's going to raise it up with King 10 of diamonds. You'll see it in just a second. Raises it up to $25. Jody's going to let it go. Everybody makes a call. 3 players to the flop. 7-3 deuce. Dante picking up the best of it on the flop. He's sitting in the hijack seat, 55% to win, and he's going to bet it 55% to win. Why not bet $55? Sorry, Dante bet it. And he picks it up. Chip count, we've got Moses at 2,800, Dante at 21, Billy at 19. 3 players above where they bought in. Frankie's at 16, Cory's at 16. Frankie just did a little add-on for 500. So he's in it for 2, he's down 4. What button shows that? I couldn't figure it out earlier. I didn't want to click anything and shut anything off.
Let's switch back over to this screen, and here we go, I believe.
All right, awesome. If you'll just not leave it up, but leave it active where I can click on that every once in a while. I like to see all the neat statistics that this application can do.
Lots of neat stuff in there for sure.
First time in 4 hands we've seen Under the Gun not have a monster. Jack 8 into the muck.
Moses says, of course it'd be me.
Right, of course.
Of course.
I learned earlier that Carrie's favorite hand is Queen 6. Such an odd hand to be a favorite hand, but such a monster if the flop comes Queen 6-6.
Yep.
Man. Getting to know each of these players and getting to know what their favorite hands are and all that kind of business is really a fun thing. Look at this. Queen 6 would have been a monster on this hand, but we've got Jack 10, the Basil, and Mr. Fam's hand. It's going to be pick up the best of this flop. Basil's in with Ace 3.
I think I'm going to go ahead and step out.
Yep.
Leave you with it.
Alrighty, thank you for your help. While we're in between hands, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Gwynn heading out of the building. Charlie stepping back in. We've got about 29 more minutes of action in Kojak's live stream. The first one of January 2021. Today's sitting at January 2nd, so we have about 18 days till Kojak starts its mini-series. Kojak's mini-series starts on Wednesday the 20th with a $500 Big O, high-low, 5-card high-low, Congress Big Mint, whatever you want to call it. On Thursday, we have our $1,000 No-Limit Hold'em High Roller. Right after that, starting on the same day on Thursday, we have our our $300 bounty tournament. I could not remember the name of that. $300 bounty tournament on Friday, day 1A, Saturday, day 1B, Saturday afternoon, day 1C of our $40,000 guaranteed mini main event. And of course, on Sunday, we have day 2 starting at noon, and then at 2 p.m., we have our $200 second chance Turbo No Limit Hold'em tournament. For those who didn't make it as far as they wanted to. That's coming up at the end of this month. Got $70 in the pot. We've got $95 in the pot. Sorry, a 3-way action heading to the flop. Ace, deuce, queen 6. Carrie's favorite hand. Queen 10. Flop comes out. Ace, 4, 7. Ace, 4, 7. Frankie's going to pick up the best of it on the flop. And he's got Basil's got a flush draw now, though. He's not going to push anybody out. 6 of diamonds on the turn gives Frankie the check mark. He's going to lead out and bet $35 like he's got all of it. Ace, ace 4 on the flop. And trip aces is going to take it down if Basil doesn't make the call. I don't see what he can make the call with. He's just got queen 10. He's going to let it go. So Mr. Blue gives the pot to Mr. Frankie. Quick chip count, 2,800, 2,100. Moses and Dante. Billy and Frankie right about even, sitting at 1,800. Button moves on around. As you can see, the chip stacks just continue to grow. You see on Dante's stack, one of those baby blue chips. Those represent $500. If you're looking for action, no place better than Kojak's. We're on hand number 44. We are an hour and a half into our live stream show on hand number 44, but no place in West Texas has hotter action than Kojak's. Whether it be a 1-3 table, 1-3 PLO, 5 on the button, 5 on the button hold'em, round of each, 10 on the button, 10 to 25 on the button, or the 25, the infamous 25 on the button, played in our back room, Clyde's room. There is no holds barred on action here. We've got a 5 on the button table right across from these guys right here, just out of camera shot. And on that table, there is more money on that table than on this table. They've got deep stacks and playing deep. We've also got a list of about 6 players ready to come in and play. As always on a Saturday night, where else can you find action like this? Basil, you got some people here watching. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year. 3-way action to the flop, $75 in the pot. Flop comes out, Queen of Spades. 3 of Hearts, Deuce of Hearts. Billy's holding the best there. Billy's going to throw out 3 green chips. $75 is the bet. Joni's got 9-7 offsuit. I don't think she can do anything there. She's going to let it go. Basil looks down at 10-8. He can't do any fight back with that. He's setting out a gunfight with just a knife, and he can't handle it. Oh, and I was just brought some burnt ends in by our barbecue master, Mr. Chris Gwynn. So this is a new barbecue sauce that he's trying. It is a Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. And I just burnt my tongue. You know how when you bite into pizza when it's super hot and that cheese just melts the roof of your mouth? That's exactly what just happened with those burnt ends. So now that I won't be tasting for another week, I'll have to let him know later how this is. Wow, that was hot. So thanks to all of our viewers out. We've had about 65 viewers watching tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. We do this for you guys, just so you can see how the action goes, so you can practice, prepare, learn players' tendencies, and head on in and take all their money. Big bluffs. Looking back up at the screen, Moses looks down at blackjack, ace-queen, offsuit, and he's debating on how much to raise here. There's $35 in the pot, $20 to call. He's going to raise it up to $60. So action now went to 20, straddled for 10, straddled for 20, and he raises it up to 60. Billy looks down at 95, the Dolly Parton, she's going to let it go, and Cory looks down at 5 deuce. There is nothing that he's going to be able to do that, and that's just about what he's thinking there. He may elect to see a flop though here, and he does not. He's going to let it go. Moses is going to pull in a $35 profit, $95 pot. Nice hand for the ace-queen. And those burnt ends are absolutely magnificent. Wow, those are good. Button moves over to Billy. Billy's got 5 on the button, and of course, if Billy's got 5 on the button, that means Mr. Smith is straddling for 10. Action's going to be first on Dante. Looks down at Queen 7 offsuit. Those are going to go in the muck just as fast as he got them. Mr. Pham looks down at Ace 7 of clubs suited. He's going to call the $10. Joni looks down at King 10. She's going to raise her up to 35. Action is now $35. Basil's going to let it go. Moses has 9-3 offsuit. Can't do much with that. Mr. Pierce, though, pairs down at the Anna Kournikova. The Ace King. As always, in tournament and cash game play, that's a beautiful hand to pick up. He's going to call $35. Frankie with 10-4 is going to let it go. Billy's going to release his hand. Jack 8 over to Cory. Cory's letting Jack 6 go from the straddle. Mr. Pham now 25 to call. He's going to make the call. So we have Ace 7, King 10 versus Ace King. Flop comes out King, Deuce, Deuce. Joni picks up top pair. However, her top pair is beat by Mr. Richard Pierce's top pair and top kicker. And she's saying check. No, I thought she was saying check. So Mr. Pham checks. Action's on Joni. She's counting out some chips, and she throws out $50. Action's now over to Mr. Pierce. And he raises it up. Action is now $100. The little min raise is a scary raise because you don't know if you're pushing it, trying to do the min raise semi bluff. But Joni's got just enough to make the call. Turn card's going to come a 3 of diamonds. Only cards that can help Joni are a king or a deuce or a 10. And the 10 hits on the river. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Joni's got top 2 pair. She's going to put out at least $100. Richard's going to quickly make the call. Joni's going to flip over King 10. He's going to show his ace king to show her how far she was behind till that 10 came out. He says 2 pair. Richard's saying, I've got 2 pair. And she says, yes, sir, you have kings and deuces with an ace. Joni says, I have kings and 10s with a 3. He says, my mistake. Sometimes as fast as poker goes, it's hard to recognize that. That's why we have the top rate dealers out there to point it out for them. Moving on to, I think it's like hand number 48. And while we're doing that, I'm going to be munching on these burnt ends, Dr. Pepper burnt ends. Button moves over to Cory. Means Dante's under the gun. Dante's one of the fastest one to fold. As you can see, he folds before the cards are all the way out. He's going to let 6 deuce go. I might have raised with that hand. That's why I'm in here commentating. Mr. Pham makes the call with Jack 5 suited. Joni makes the call with Queen Jack. Basil makes the call with Charlie's favorite hand. I'm going for Charlie's favorite hand. 5-3 spades. Billy makes the call with pocket threes, and Cory's going to check his option with 7-4. So we've got 5 players going to the flop. Flop comes out 6 of spades, king of clubs, 9 of hearts. Joni picks up the best of it with the overpairs. Turn card being a 6. Joni's pocket threes are the best. Sorry, 6s and 3s are the best. Billy's going to bet out $20 with his best hand just to see kind of where he stands, and we're going to be heads up. River card comes a jack to give Joni the straight. She runs into the king high straight. She's going to make a bet. Billy knows that he can't beat her. He's going to let it go. Anything on the board beat him, paired him. 9, a king, a jack. I mean, a 9, a king, a 10. Pocket 4s, everything beat him, so he's just going to let that go.
Hello.
Chris Gwynn's wife brought some new burnt ends. They're made with Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce. Try one of those.
Goodness.
Try one of those. Right here, right over here. Nice shot, nice shot. Moses is the chip leader with 2,900. Dante's right behind him with 2,100. And goes on down from there. I took a bite of it and I described how when you bite scalding hot pizza and it burns the roof of your mouth and you can't taste for the next 6 months, that's what happened to me. So that's why all of it's still sitting there. It's super hot.
It's perfect right now for me. That's delicious.
So this game has about 20 minutes left in it. When it ends, let's move them over to table number 1.
Absolutely.
We've got a live stream, not a live stream list, but we've got a list of players ready to go.
Yes.
I don't know who's going to stay, and should I stay or should I go? I don't know who's going to stay and who's going to go.
We'll figure it out, and we'll probably get another table started if we have the players for it.
Yeah, we've got 3 players that are here, ready to go.
Good to know.
Ace, Queen versus King, Queen, heads up, $90 in the pot. We've got Frankie versus Billy. Frankie's going to lead out with $100. He hits that top pair with second kicker. Billy hits top pair with top kicker. 5 of spades on the turn. Frankie's going to throw out $200. Billy's holding the best of it. He's probably just going to call here. Oh, he lets it go.
Wow. Well,
The flop just changed.
I do think that the burn was the queen.
Oh, okay,
And
gotcha.
so I think the board was different. So that was just both of them just going at it with king and ace high. Wow. And Frankie got Billy to fold it to lay down the ace high.
Yep, he sure did.
Way to go.
Well played, Frankie.
Absolutely.
Frankie's got a couple extra things coming out lately.
Whenever I was sitting down running the action, I saw Moses chipped up quite a bit through Joni and a little bit through Hoy, Hoy ended up folding what would have been a straight on the river there.
I know it.
And we were talking about just how well and good he's been playing. He's been running well, and then God, if he just calls off with a measly 3, I think it was, then he just hits a beautiful straight on a ridiculously.
We're gonna have a good action hand here. Heads up, Queen Jack versus 8-7. Heads up, $90 in the pot. Flop comes out, 3 of spades. King of hearts, 8 of spades.
That's gonna be more towards Billy's side.
Billy's the whole way because that's exactly what he has. And he secretly places chips out in the pot of $45, and that's gonna be the end of that hand. Mr. Hoy has Mr. Pham, I guess you could say.
Yeah, sure.
He's played exceptionally well in the last 3 nights that he's been here. He's a new member here. Been just beaten up. He doesn't take a bunch of money. He's not in there to win all of it in one hand.
No.
He wants you to shoot you in the leg and follow you as you walk away and bleed out, and then collect all of his goods.
Absolutely. No, he's good. He's great at just stealing the small, what some players would think are small, insignificant $65, $75, $90 pots, and just taking those home. And if you lock enough of those up, you can run a profit up to over $1,000.
I was talking to Paulo about that. I said, would you rather win a $3,000 pot, or would you rather win $25, $50 pots?
I know Charlie and myself would definitely, our play style leads to the $3,000
$3,000 pots. Those are much more fun.
Something about the story of being able to tell whenever you win those ones is always fun. Oh, nice little action flop here. We've got 10-8-4 with player with Jack 9, player with 10-8. 10-8.
Where's the rest of this pot at?
No lie. I mean, you've got Hoy and Joni.
That's $20. She's milking him. Reminds me of that one line from Meet the Parents. Greg, I have nipples. Can you milk me? Joni's gonna show her 2 pair.
Wow.
Where's the rest of that?
She
pot?
could have made a lot more betting more. I mean, it was just them in the pot. I think it was folded all the way around to Hoy or Mr. Fem who called, and she's not going to raise 10-8. I'm not saying that you can't.
No.
But Joni's not going to raise 10-8.
No.
And after you flop the 2 pair, you can only bet so much. But he was probably going to be calling a lot, being open-ended there, and you could maybe even induce him into a bluff, but just going to be a small pot for Miss Joni. I'm going to go make sure that the live stream runs well these last 20 minutes. Thanks again to everybody who is tuning in. I think my fiance might have tuned in for just a little bit. So.
Oh, no, I told her about those ladies coming up here to talk to you.
Okay, all right, Charlie. I'll make sure that she doesn't listen to the end of the stream.
Just kidding.
Thank you, and thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you, Mikey. So as we close in on our last 15 minutes of the night, we do have a big hand progressing here. Ace-King calls the 5. Mr. Hoy raises it up with Queen. Basil right behind him looks down at Ace-Jack. He's going to fold it. Great fold, Basil. Hard hand to fold. Billy makes the call with Ace-King. Sorry. Billy made the huge raise with Ace-King. I think he said all in, and that's going to end the pot right there. He's just going to pull it down real fast. I got super excited about that. Billy did go all in, and Hoy folded his pocket queens. Billy was ready to gamble. Quick look at the chip count. Richard's down in last place right now, but that's not a reading of how he's been playing. He's just been getting outdrawn. He's played exceptionally well tonight. Action's over to Frankie. Frankie's going to raise it up to $40. Oh, sorry, $20. I can't read. Just ignore me. Raises it up to $20. Billy's going to fold his King 7, and as you can see, all those cards going in the muck. Hoy calls with 9 Jack offsuit. Joni calls with Ace 8. Basil calls with the Dolly Parton. And Moses makes the fold. 4-way action, $85 in the flop pot. 9 Jack Deuce. That's 2 pair for Hoy. Frankie's going to lead out with King Queen. He's going to lead out with $35. Action is now over to Mr. Hoy. He makes the call of 35. I don't see much that Joni can do here except catch and release. She's going to release it. She's thinking, is this the one that I want to gamble for? But she says no. Action's over to Basil with 9-5. He's going to let it go also. So we're now heads up. King Queen versus Jack 9. Turn card comes a 5 of diamonds. Not much help to Frankie. Frankie's going to check it. Hoy's going to grab some chips. He's going to put out a bet of at least $80, and Frankie's going to release. Catch and release. That's going to be my new phrase. Hoy's going to pull in a nice little $245 pot. $100 profit. Those are always the good ones. Updated the chip count. Mr. Hoy, who bought in for around $500, is up to $1,100. Cory's kind of sitting incognito with the black Fox Racing hat on and Under Armour shirt. Kind of mixes in with the chair. If it wasn't for the lime green, we wouldn't see him. Frankie looks down at King Queen from under the gun. He's definitely going to be raising that up. He's looking down there to make sure. He raises it up to $50. Cory takes a peek at Dante's hand as it goes in the muck. Action's going to fold, fastly fold. Basil folds ace-10. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Moses looks down at ace-9 suited. I can see him making this call. He's up big. This might be one of the ones that he wants to gamble with. No, he does not. He's going to let it go. And Richard from the button with $5 invested is not going to pay 45 more to see a flop. Frankie's going to pull in the win with that. Button moves on over to Frankie. Next week, players will be having the round of each tournament. Not tournament, but live stream. It'll be a 10 on the button, round of each. We are on hand number 54. Cory looks down at 10-9. He's going to raise it up. $20 is the action. Folds on a round of Basil. He's going to make a $20 call. I cannot believe he did not raise that. Flop comes out 10-4-6. Cory flops top pair. He's going to lead out and bet $35. Basil has chips in his hand. Counting out 35. He makes the call. Turn card comes a 7. That creates a gut shot for Cory. Gut shot for Cory. Basil's just got the queens. Cory looks like he maybe checked it. Looks like he maybe checked it. And Basil's going to throw out around $35? $55. Cory makes the call. River card comes a 5. Everybody checks it. Basil's going to pick it up with them ladies. $225 pot being pushed at the Basil. He came out yesterday supporting Batman today, and everybody gave him heck about, hey, New Year, Batman, no more Superman. So, of course, today he's got Superman on the top of his chips. Got the Superman logo on his shirt. If you haven't met Basil, he's definitely worth coming out to Kojak's just to meet. All-around good guy. Good person to know. So we head into our last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes. See what kind of action. Usually whenever we get down to the last few minutes, the hands get bigger. The chasing gets stronger. Button over on Billy. Straddle to 10. Folds around over to Moses, who's got ace-10 suited. He's had a lot of suited aces. And he decides this one's good enough to play. He's going to raise it up to $40. And he's not going to get any action. Nobody had anything really higher than a 9 in their hand. So Moses picks up $15 win, $55 pot. Being pushed his way. Chip count. Moses is still the chip leader, creeping up on the $3,000 mark. Dante's right behind him with 2,100. Billy and Frankie both at 18. Joni at 17. Cory at 15. And I could not read the rest of them fast enough. But we are creeping around it. Action at Kojak's is always amazing. As we move on around, we've got Joni calling with diamonds, Richard calling with diamonds. We see a diamond gone there. Flop comes out, King, Jack, 9. Joni picks up the best of this. Richard's got really nowhere to go, and neither does Cory, so I think first to bet's going to win. I don't think you're going to be able to push Joni off the top pair. She's going to represent that she's got the top pair. She's going to bet $20. Just as fast as she bets the $20, the cards go in the muck. She picks it up. Joni's up to $1,700. As the card Cards come out. We should have about 5 more hands left. Hoy looks down at the Dolly Parton unsuited. He's not going to like it. He's going to have to let it go. As you can see, the one finger kick. Joni's going to fold right behind him. She's saying, come on, Crystal, give me something better than that. Action folds around to Richard, who's got 9-8 unsuited. As you can see, that's on brush. Miss Amanda back there. Mr. Pierce is going to raise it up to $15. Billy, though, he's back, and he's back with a hand. He looks down at pocket 10s. He's going to raise it up to 75, 85, 90 maybe? Dante's going to fold on the button. 80, I'm sorry, I can't read. And action's over to Mr. Richard. He's going to let it go. He just wanted to play that one because he's been a little bit bored. Billy picks up a really good hand to raise with, and he does just that and pulls down the pot. A little $20 profit. A bunch of $20 profits work out to a big profit at the end of the week. Billy, he's so crazy. Pulls in the pot, stacks up his chips, goes right back to eating the pizza. It's kind of crazy, the camera view we have right there. We see Crystal throwing cards right to the center of the screen. Got her on both sides. Joni looks down at the king deuce. She's going to call it $5. Basil's got wired 8s. He makes the call of 5. Moses has blackjack, ace jack suited. He's going to raise it up to $30. Richard right behind him has ace 7 suited. He's going to make the call of the 30. Frankie's not at the table, so his cards are gone. Frankie's actually gone. And as we go on down, Hoy makes the call of 25. So we're going to have 4-way action going to the flop. $125 in the pot. Flop comes out. Ace of hearts, deuce of hearts, 5 of spades. Everybody gets a little piece of this. Basil, however, does not. He's got an overpair to the 5 and the deuce, but not the ace. Moses with the ace jack suited is going to make a bet of $60, and right behind him with ace 7 is going to make the call of 60. So we're going to have heads up action. I don't see any way Basil can make that call with the ace out there. And just like that, it's gone. Richard now has 7 outs to hit. 9 on the turn. 9 of clubs. Can't be too scared of Moses. If he was good on the flop, he's definitely got to be good on the turn. He's looking down at his chips trying to think of how much to bet. He's kind of peeking to see how much Mr. Pierce has. That's a move used by most poker players. See how much effective stack they have, how much trouble they can get into if somehow they do get drawn out on. And Moses says, all in. Richard makes the call. And they opt to run it twice. We're going to flip over to the board. We've got a deuce on the top, and we've got an 8 on the bottom. So both hands are going to go to Moses with ace jack. The 9-5 are going to sit on both of them. He's going to pull in the pot, and that's going to end Mr. Richard's night right there. Pot's going to be pushed over to Moses. And of course, as always, he's always a gentleman. Look at that. He pats Moses on the back, tells him nice hand, and he's getting up from the table to go. Looks like we have time for one last hand. Basil looks down, picks up Crystal, the dealer's favorite hand, the King 9. I don't know if he knows that's her favorite hand, but that is our dealer's favorite hand right there. He's going to call it $5. Moses is going to let go of the Jack 5. No Motown for him. Action goes around. Billy can't do much with 3 deuce. Cory Cory raises with ace 7 suited to $30. Cards go in the mug just as quick. Joni looks down at Jack 8 suited. She's going to let it go. Action's on Basil. He does not want any of that with the Swanson. So this hand right here, button on Basil, will be last hand. cards come out for the last hand of the night at Kojak's. And it does not look like we're going to have much action on this hand. Everybody's getting up, getting their chip stacks, getting ready to move on over to the other table. We do have a new player joining us, however, we will be ending the live stream after this hand. Kojak's members, we do appreciate you guys coming out to watch us, coming out to support us. We've got lots of seats open. We've got 2 tables, about to be 3 tables of action going. We've got West Texas Premier Poker Spot action, hottest action in West Texas. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. we have our No Limit Hold'em Bounty Tournament. It starts at 2:30 p.m. $200 buy-in gets you 15,000 chips and a $50 bounty. That bounty, if you throw it into the middle of the pot, represents an all-in. If you beat somebody, you get their bounty. If you have 25 bounties behind your stack and you lose a hand, you only lose 1 bounty. You cash the rest of them in, each for a brand new crisp $50 bill. That starts tomorrow, Sunday, January 3rd at 2:30 p.m. Hope to see you all out here at that time. Looking at, we were just notified that this is going to be the last hand right here. Looking at the cards in play, Mitch is who's sitting down at the table. He raises under the gun to $15. Billy looks down at Jack. He's going to raise it up to $95. Cory's going to make the call at $95 with 9-6 suited. Moses looks down at a monster on the button. He's got pocket aces. This is the last hand of the night. He's got pocket aces. So we've got aces versus jacks. What is he going to do with this right here? He may just say all in and just end it right here because there's already $210 in the pot. Does he want to get greedy or does he just want to take it down right now? Billy 3-bet it with jacks. Moses does make the all-in move. Mitch, let's go. Billy looks down at his pocket jacks. I don't know. He's asking, pull that in. Let's see what we have. Billy makes the call. Holy crap. We've got aces versus jacks. Aces versus jacks. Let's get over to the board so we can see it. I assume we'll be running it twice. Oh no, Billy let it go. I'm sorry, Billy let it go. I was so excited about that. That was going to be the last end of the night, and we were going to end on a big one. But Billy laid it down. He did not call. Super excited for nothing. That's I guess that's why they have me in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, from all of us here out here at Kojak's, we truly appreciate your business. We appreciate your friendship and your loyalty. We look forward to seeing you. 2:30 tomorrow, we have our No Limit Hold'em Bounty Tournament. We will be closed on Monday. Come Tuesday, we're open back again with our Freeze Out Tournament. $200 buy-in gets you 15,000 chips. We have a registration add-on of $100 for 15,000 more. So that's one of our biggest prize pulls of the week. As you can see, all the players are racking their chips up. We're moving them on over to table number 1. From all of us out here at Kojak's, we truly appreciate everything. And we will see you out. We've got 2 full tables of action going tonight. About to open up a 3rd table. No Limit Hold'em on all of them. And we'll probably have a round of each table open up here pretty quick. I know a lot of these players that are in here tonight have the ability to play. They like to play the draw games. So come out and see us. Put your name, Poker Atlas. Call up to Kojak's or hit us up on our Facebook page. We'll get you added to that list. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Appreciate it.